In this video, I want to see what I can do about getting my header image up. So what I need to do, if we look at our screenshot, is I need to get this Petra image, this little image up here, into my header. Now I've already created a header inside my wrapper, and so I'm going to come over here and make another comment. I'm going to name that header, and then I'm going to come in here and write my header selector, small case. And I'm going to have my background, and it's going to be an image. So what I need to do is I need to do URL, and if you remember that background images, when they're written in the CSS, go in relationship to the CSS file. So I must go // and then put in the file, the folder and file name. And you can see right now, right here, is the folder is called images, and the file is header.jpg. So if I type in images and header.jpg, that's pretty much all I need there. And then since I'm doing shorthand, I might as well just go ahead and add my no repeat. And then I already want it to be top left of 0, so I don't need to write that. And put in my closing semicolon. Now you can see right here that you can't see my image, and there's two reasons why you can't see a background image. The first reason is the path is incorrect. Well, there's a way that we can check for that, so I'm going to check that first. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on my elements, and I'm going to go to where my image is, which is inside my wrapper, and it's background to my image. And you can see there's a link to it right there, and if I hover over the link, you can see the image is appearing down below. Okay, so that tells me that the path is correct. The second reason why you can't see an image is because the header div is collapsed. There's no content in it yet, so its width, or its height, I'm sorry, is 0. So I need to put a height to it. Now, how big of a height do I need? I don't know, but probably the size of the image itself, which you can see is about right here, and we'll figure out what that is. So I'm going to just start with a height of, say, 200 pixels, and there's my image. Okay, it's not probably the entire image, but it's pretty close. Now, one way I can get the dimensions exactly is I can go here, and if I hover back over that, it tells me it's 1024 by 278 pixels. So if I come back here, I can just change this to 278, and there is my background image. Now, here's where I want to start using my perfect pixel. If I take my perfect pixel, and I want to always line things up to the top left corner first. So you can see I'm targeting the top left corner, and I want to make things so that this pixel perfect is directly over the image. And so if I move this, I gotta kind of close this so I can move this around a little bit. All right. So one thing that we can see is that I pretty much have the height correct. Okay, but I definitely need a little bit of room over here. This image is actually 1024 pixels, not 1000 like I had. And how did I know that? Well, I remembered it when I saw it on the Elements tab. So if I come back over here, open up my Inspect again, and I go to my Elements, okay, go to my Body, Wrapper, Header, and I go over top. You see it says 1024 by 278. That's how I know it's 1024 pixels, and that is the actual width of the page. I know that from looking at the image. So that means that I can come up here, and for my wrapper width, I do 1024, and now I got things correct. And the reason I'm not changing the width of the header is because the header is always going to be 100% of its parent. So I only need to change the wrapper, which is its parent. I'm going to just get rid of this so I can see my perfect pixel a bit better. And I'm going to move this again so I line up the top left corners where I want to go. And looks like about right there is a match, and everything is looking good. So I've got my background image into place, and it's looking good. And now what I need to do is I need to add my background text, which I will do in the next video.